Welcome to the Red Room Dialogue. My name is Omobolawa Olawore, and today we're going to be exploring one of the most sensitive and yet very, very important topics in marriage: mother-in-law interference from the groom side. This topic is one that is very delicate. It sparks debate, creates tension, because no one wants to really have a very open and honest conversation about the situation. Where do we draw the line between support and interference from mother-in-laws? And as always, I have brought some very interesting people to really put forward their best debates on this topic. We're going on a short break. When we get back, we'll be talking about the mother-in-law interference in marriage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. As I said before we went to break, I do really have some very interesting characters to help me further, explore this topic. And first up, we have Olutayo Oyeniro, business entrepreneur. Hi.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that was so cute. And I think purple is your color. I know I say this about every color, but purple is really like...
I'm diving into it, trying new things.
And then your earrings, can I have them after the show?
Contact St. Jules and Co. on Instagram.
I thought we were friends.
Sorry.
It do be your people, guys. It do be your people. And next up, we have professional troublemaker, Jide Brimo, project supervisor. I had to lead with that.
It's true. It's not, you're not lying. It's true. I mean, that's why I came. I'm wearing shades. I don't want to look at Uche's face.
Remind me to be wary of you.
Always take that advice.
Okay. And next up we have YP, creative director and guitarist. Hi. It's very calm. But if you've been to any show in Lagos, there are chances that Yemi has obviously performed for you. He's doing in December, he was doing 4 shows per day. From one place to another, don't worry.
Very busy man.
Very, extremely busy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for making the time out for us. I know that you were busy and you're probably oh my God. Thank you so much.
I just have to be here, to honor the invite,
Artists now, they always come. I'm even surprised that you're not wearing shades.
Really?
Gina, are you sure that you need these shades?
I used to be an artist in my former life.
Of course you were. Of course you were. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming. And as I said in the introduction, the topic for discussion is mother-in-law interference, especially from the groom side. I have to specify because we do live in West Africa and we know how these things go. And, talking to people, they're always about our culture now. You have to respect your elders. Even if it's not your mother-in-law, you have to respect your elders. So when is now your mother-in-law? Yokwe. I mean,
I aspire to say that.
Only girl of the entire thing. And it is a lot. I want to start from Tayo. You're a married woman and you have this relationship, your mother-in-law, and how the dynamic between you guys, especially putting into play the cultural aspects of our society. How do you balance it?
Bolawa.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, putting me on this spot.
I am not. I would like to know.
It's a lie. It's not gonna work. But anyway, on a more serious note, first of all, I think that individuality plays a very vital role when it comes to this type of dynamic, especially in the home front. Like you said in the beginning, that this is a sensitive topic and many people may take offense because people don't naturally like the truth. But I pride myself as somebody who is very respectful. Whether you are mother-in-law, sister-in-law, whatever in-law, I will definitely respect you. That is an individuality thing for me.
Jide, as a married man, you are caught between two women that feel like they are the number one in your life. How do you balance both?
Well, I would say the answer is in what you just said. The question, balance.
Yeah.
You have to balance it. Well, yeah. So the question is how. Well, how will I put it? I said something recently, like maintenance is how we honor the things that we value. You understand? So you have to find a way to maintain both relationships and make sure both women respect each other with very minimal interference. That is your job as a man. You may not always be successful, but you cannot stop. The moment that balance crashes, everything will come down on your head. There'll be no peace. Yeah, that is where I come in. So you don't talk about my wife this way. You don't talk about my mother this way. So if both people know that I respect both of them, and I will always defend them whenever I'm with whomever. At least the prayer or the hope is that the respect for me will be able to put in that.
Or the love for you, because they both claim to love you.
It is the love for me that's creating the problem in the first place. So I would go with respect. Yeah, not everybody interprets love the same way, but respect is respect. So if they respect me enough, you won't insult. If my mother respects me enough, you won't insult my wife because I'm a man now. If my wife respects me enough.
You were not a man before.
Okay.
What do you identify as? Plantain chips.
I told you that in confidence. And now you're bringing it online.
Sure, you are the one that only know how to
identify as
we know what you identify as. Let's move over to White Pig. White Pig, as a single guy, do you think you would have a problem getting involved with someone that doesn't value our cultural disposition to be respectful towards the other? If you say, okay, maybe Christmas is coming, and like, oh, we have to go to my parents because we do Christmas with my parents. And she's like, no, I'm not going. I'm not really interested in that.
Okay, first of all, I'm a single guy, and I feel any woman I'm going to finally settle down with that will not respect my mother, there's going to be a lot of problem. You have to respect my mom, because that's part of the things I have to consider before you even settle down with anybody.
So wait, you are banking on the
I'm a single guy, like he's trying to remind somebody.
He's trying to remind the public so that the ladies can,
Well, I'm a married man. Please,
we know. We are aware.
My bad.
So, are you going
to? I'm still that cultured guy. I'm a proper Yoruba guy, so I think about that a lot. So you have to find a way to
keep managing.
Parties, yeah, so.
White Pig's answer just brought me back to Jide.
Okay.
You had a courting stage before marriage, and in that case, was there like friction or like anything?
Funnily, they had the best relationship. When we're cutting, I mean, and that happens a lot. During dating, women want to impress the mother-in-law because they know the mother-in-law is still in charge. The guy's mother is still in charge. So they'll be like, I want his mother to like me. That's if she loves him enough. Anyway, if she doesn't want to marry, she won't even want to meet his mother in the first place. But if she's meeting the mother, she'll be like, we can't just go to see your mom like that now.
Should I buy
something? And then she get there, mama,
all those things are not really counting.
And then the mother too will be like, wow. And then they put the ring and it's like
everything just changed.
So Yemi, you see what I'm saying?
And that's why I said change is constant. So things can still finally get out of hands later. Even though maybe they buy this. I've had a taste of stuff like that before, and later the whole thing just.
Is that why you're saying?
It's switched up.
There's a way you find a balance right from jump, and if later things still go south, still find a way to balance, but manage both parties so there won't be conflict or something.
Funny enough, we thought about this. They taught us this topic like a few Sundays ago in church, and you rightly said that this can cause so much heated debate. Something as simple as your mother did not give a prior notice before coming to the house. It can cause a lot of wahala. So in order for you not to just be having a headache every now and then, just do the needful.
I gotta say something. Now, you said something as simple as your mother did not give prior notice before coming to the house.
Yeah.
Right? Can cause trouble for women. For a man, he might go to work and just come back and meet his mother-in-law in the house.
Why would he just meet his mother-in-law in the house?
I'm a married man. It happens.
I know my mother would not do that.
I'm telling you, it's because men really don't see it as a big deal. I wouldn't come back. I will not come back
in 21st
and be upset
century like
when I see my mother-in-law. I would be happy that she has some company before I got back from work. The way men see things,
it's different. It's different.
So when I get back, I'll just, I didn't know you were coming. And she can say something, I'm sorry, she just came last minute.
Me,
I didn't know
I would lock my door.
From your own mother?
Yes.
You will not.
I would lock my door.
So that's where striking the balance, I feel.
See, it's just courtesy.
Already.
My mother, in fact, she knows.
Whether you
unfortunately,
or not,
Unfortunately for me, I have no mother.
No wonder.
God rest her.
Oh my God.
Like no wonder you said you would lock the door.
Oh my
would you?
God.
If she's here, would you?
That's so insensitive.
Let's
I take that back. But the truth is,
bring,
if she's there, would you absolutely lock the door?
The people who are mother figures in my life, they can't just show up at my house.
Okay.
Right. They would call me,
I have to say
Oluwatayo, I am coming to your house.
We know that you're a
that insensitive comment. Just hold on a second. For real, if she shows up, like impromptu, even if she wasn't planning it for somebody else, she wanted to surprise you or something, you guys have this relationship, you're close, blah, 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 and then she just comes over without telling you, you won't let her in. You will.
Realistically, I'll give her a piece of my mind.
Yes, when she's
mommy,
inside.
You cannot just come to my house. Of course, I'm not going to bounce her.
Okay.
But realistically, I'm not going to bounce her and say, go back to where you're coming from. Likewise, if it's his mother, I would not equally bounce her and say, go back to where you're coming from.
Cool. So
but I will give them a piece of my mind that,
I don't think you should give his mom.
See, there is a huge difference between, I came to Suliya's house. I said, let me branch and say hello. Than I'm coming from my house. I mean, you know where you're going when you left your house.
True.
You could have just sent a text. I'm coming over, even if it's just, and I will quickly inform my man that mommy just right now says,
yes, exactly.
I am coming over. Not that you just show up. Even if you show up, either party or either mother, I would give you a piece of my mind, but mommy, you should have called now.
Okay,
you cannot just, because me as a woman, it will allow me prepare for your coming.
Yeah.
I feel these are part of the things that has to be like part of the foundation when the both parties are coming together. These are things we should talk about.
Yeah, you should share
like values. Someone like me too, I don't like, why would you just come to my house without,
unannounced?
I feel that should be the whole ways of doing things.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And you can't come to my house unannounced, even me also. But I'm saying, there have to be, some allowances. Listen.
See, we are not condoning bad behavior. Sorry, sir. Okay. I'm so sorry. The thing is, if I can tell my mother, like I said, I am not mincing words when I said it's an individuality thing. Because if she comes and you as the wife gives her gari in replace of jollof rice, it will be another issue.
If my mother-in-law is around and I get back home and I see her, I'm not going to tell her, I don't like the fact that you're here without my permission. Because there's no way I would want to say it.
That's not how I'm going to say it. That's not how I said I would say it.
No, that's not. But no matter if I come, look, let's try. Let me try something that's not easy for me. I will try to imagine me being so super extra nice and telling her that I don't want her to come to my house unannounced.
No.
And I'm like, mother-in-law,
mommy,
grandma,
wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ṣe dé.
they were so fun pé ń bọ̀.
I don't know.
It's the same. Yeah, that means you're saying in nice way, like, why the hell are you here? So you understand?
No.
Honestly, no.
It's
As I said, when
I would just look at her like,
Africans,
I will even tell her. No, I'll be so nice. I will tell her that it's your house. You're welcome anytime. Then I'll tell my wife like, come.
If you just come
If
out,
your mom,
you get, bruh.
we understand what
no, when you all this you get, you're saying.
DJ,
what?
you feel very passionately about this subject. We get it. You
I
love
like-
your mother.
No, I love mothers.
We all love our mother.
Nobody
It's a
hates
lie.
their
Nobody
mother.
hates. We all do.
I know someone.
Okay.
But go on, never mind.
Okay. We all love our mothers actually. So we all want to see them, and we all would like tell them that, oh, mom,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. Nobody's going to like chase. She's not going to lock the door. Nobody's going to do that. She's not going to lock the door and say, you can't enter. She's not going to do that.
It's possible.
It's not. She's not that person. You know she's not that
She's
person.
scaring me now. She's looking at me.
Ah.
Well, this is a very
So scared right
exciting way to start this conversation. Don't go anywhere. The Red Room will be right back. Welcome back. And if you missed, I know that you didn't miss the first part. A very spicy conversation was had, and we spoke about the cultural aspects of the whole mother-in-law thing. And Jide and Tayo gave us a very heated conversation, debate, in fact. They were dragging it back and forth. And I'm sure you guys have all seen the video. And it was basically a video of who I would assume to be the daughter-in-law telling the mother-in-law that on Valentine's Day, he said, I didn't carry your plate, and the mother just blew up.
You must respect me. You must Why does she need to shout it so loudly?
Like, that's so freaking embarrassing. Like,
You
that's my
must.
mom.
I'm not your mate.
Well, it's easy to tell from the video that mother-in-law has low self-esteem. For her,
Does she?
for you
look at people like
to
that.
announce that
No,
you
I
must
don't
respect
think-
me.
I
You
don't
don't
like-
need
that's
to
the I
do
feel
that.
that's the proper Yoruba woman for you.
Like, she was screaming, oh.
You must.
No.
I'm not your
And they were in
mate.
Nigeria.
You must
We're not in
respect
Nigeria.
me.
That means that she
If you're
travels
fighting
abroad.
with your mates
Go and
and you're
continue.
saying those words,
What happened
I can
is that I
understand.
think she's already defensive before
Or
meeting
there-
the
there-
client.
maybe
she
there are
was
some
she was
issues.
boiling.
Yeah.
There's some
Yes, yeah.
underground issues before
I don't
she now
think,
took the whole
I know that we
thing.
don't really have like context to the entire thing, but I don't think there's any reason why you should be screaming at somebody to carry your own plate.
She don't dey vex already for some
Even
so many things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, find
there's-
something else to hold on
there
to.
were
Maybe she
there
didn't
are
allow
many
you see.
underlying issues.
Yeah.
No. Even like hold on to something else. Not that she didn't carry your plate.
But let's talk about the plates.
Ma, why can't you carry your own plate? If you are strong enough to be screaming that why you didn't carry my plate, Mama, you can carry your own plate. Please.
But would it be
Say,
so
Mama.
bad? Would it be so bad
With
now?
all due respect.
And I'm saying this without supporting the mother-in-law.
Okay.
Jide,
Would it-
support who you want to support with your full chest. Can
Okay,
you do that?
I see. I can use half of my chest.
No, use your full chest. Thank
Fine,
you.
with my full chest. Why is it so bad if he carries the plate for the mother-in-law?
It is not so bad, but it's also
But-
not so bad if the mother carries her plate herself.
But
Is that with your
it depends on the
Yes.
culture. It depends on where the wife is coming from.
She's
What
Black
if
American. She's Black American.
maybe they don't
They
know how
don't see
to
anything wrong.
in
Me
that.
personally, I really don't see it as a big deal.
I also don't see it as a big deal. But if you're marrying someone from another culture, I think it's just like both of
It's
you
only
have
natural
respect-
to understand.
Understand where the
Because-
person is coming from.
Exactly.
Don't say
And do you know, kudos to that lady, because the moment the shouting match
She
started,
was calm.
she just did like this.
like it's embarrassing. Somebody's just screaming in your face.
The cultural differences there, and I think the mother-in-law already came with this defensive mentality. She's here like,
As in
I
she
will
was
not
already-
take rubbish.
she was shaking
ready.
like
So
this
at
before
the tiniest trigger, she'd be like, I mean, plate. Go babo. Sure you understand? So,
It's ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous thing to
I mean, that lady grew up in another culture, another setting entirely.
But then again, she was very respectful.
Very, yes, in that, I mean,
Because if not
you look
Yoruba
at that
babe,
video,
Suliya for the,
why is it gotta
With
be
all
Suliya,
due
man? What did
respect.
Suliya do to you, man?
Straight up.
without due respect to all the beautiful Suliyas out there, like a Nigerian babe, we say, Mama, calm down. What's your problem? You just fall down.
As
You
honestly,
know,
Oh my God.
the people I love. All due respect to Igbo babes.
What would an Igbo babe do? in
They
that
know how to
situation?
like really draw the line
Mm.
and make a boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never see their mother-in-laws trespassing.
Yeah.
Like you will never see them show up on the
Have you
ground.
seen any Nollywood movie? It's always the Igbo mother-in-law that came. Name Emeka, my son.
Maybe they are poor. Like a proper education.
Oh, okay. Now you said something else. I'm that Jesus.
I think
Don't-
tribe plays a very vital role. When you have maybe somebody from a totally different tribal background, whatever, marrying somebody from out of their tribe, it is important to learn the cultures of that place. For Yorubas, we carry respect on our head. Whether you are mother-in-law, or be you are sister-in-law, whatever. Even as a picking where them born today, will already have that notion that, if you don't greet me, that means you are disrespectful. It took a lot for Yoruba women or Yoruba ladies or some Yoruba ladies who now groomed themselves, with the way things are changing, technology and all of that, to tell themselves that if it doesn't greet you, no big deal. Right now, I don't care whether you greet, you no greet. It's none of my business. But then there are still some people who still hold on to that.
Those old-fashioned
Yes,
values.
that archaic way of doing things that if you walk into a room and you see people seated and you gauge with your eyes that they are older than you, even if it is 2 years, you must say good afternoon, good morning. So I think we have to get to a place where, why are you raising your hand?
Why are you raising your hand, Jide?
We
I'm
have
trying
to get
be
to a place.
respectful. She's talking about respect.
We have to get to a place where, like, mother-in-laws are, I don't want to use the word trained so that it won't look like, they are childish in the
Educated.
first. Yes, we have to educate some older women. Let me not even say mother-in-laws.
Some stubborn, very, very stubborn mother-in-law. Very, very, very stubborn.
They don't want to hear anything.
Okay, wait.
They don't want to hear anything.
Because
Yes, ma'am.
because
Respectfully.
I want to believe that every mother-in-law would want to scrutinize their daughter-in-law so much. Let me watch her very well. Let me see. If she wears mini skirts, ashawoni. If she does this, is this one. Daughter-in-laws are always under very serious scrutiny.
Okay.
If you must marry my son, what the hell
Marry
is
me.
your son? I am coming from a palace. Have you considered that?
Speak on it, sis. Speak on it. Speak on it. Jide,
Yeah.
Speak
I
on
know that
Kenny.
you've
Speak on
been
Kenny.
dying to say
I have
been-
stepped on his
Say royalty palace. Is your
She's
daddy
speaking her
an Oba?
truth now.
I am actually a princess.
Now we'll talk about that later. You didn't tell me now. Anyways, now she said a lot of things that I agree with, honestly. That we should educate our parents and everything. But why don't father-in-laws give this kind of problem? That one is one. Two, because women are territorial and they really want to show it. Same thing with the wives coming in, that the incoming wives. Because some of them, they have good mother-in-laws, but because of things they've been hearing about other mother-in-laws,
Then that daughter-in-law
then they are
is no
prepared.
way.
You try to learn and unlearn and relearn, right? Other people, they just, taking everything they see. Like, okay,
Then
so
something is wrong
by the
with
time I
you.
get married, I'm
Are
not
you
going
sure?
to take that nonsense from my own mother-in-law.
But do
I'm
you
not going-
blame them
Then
on the
she
other
comes in with all these defensive measures. And if the mother-in-law does anything remotely similar to what she's heard before, she fires up just like that. Me, I'm of the opinion that we can lovingly correct our mother-in-laws, and I see you can.
And it goes
you might
both
want
ways,
to,
though.
yes, definitely.
It goes both
You might want to
ways.
educate your mother-in-law and still be rude about it. Like, do you want to tell me that you don't know that times have changed and people don't even behave like this anymore?
Compared
Compared
to
to there are people
I
who
don't
do
think
that.
that's
Okay.
that's too much.
But let's take it down a notch, right? A little bit. Like, okay, like grandma or mama, they don't do things this way anymore. Times have changed. You understand that these days people don't just, do that. It's no, I understand that it's your culture, but
I
it's not
can
done
see
like
the
that anymore.
pride even with the way you're saying it.
I'm talking like a woman would.
A sensible
If I
woman
was
would
gonna
love-
have, if I'm gonna have a conversation with my father-in-law, it will be different. We'll be drinking.
But I'm sure your mother-in-law doesn't give you any trouble too, does she?
Exactly.
I'm a man.
What does
kind
that
of
mean?
trouble
What does that
is
You
she going
are
to give
her
me?
son. You are her
What
son.
are you-
It doesn't
No,
have
I'm
to
going
do
to
with-
say this though. My mother-in-law does not give me any problems. Truly. No, she doesn't. She's, she respects herself. Everybody respects each other and everything. But it really comes naturally. Like most of the time, it's hard before you see a mother-in-law step up to a son-in-law and like start. The guy will look like
Because they are respectful.
Because you
They
can
know
send
they are
the
in your
daughter home now.
house. No, because they know they are in your house, so they respect you.
They have been there
that
too.
way.
Yeah.
They were once daughter-in-laws.
exactly.
Well, no,
See,
the
wait,
other
wait.
mother-in-laws too.
The other
mother-in-laws
mother-in-law.
of the group
See,
side,
when
they
you
were
have
even
when you
most
have a
daughter-in-laws
daughter
too.
You beat
and your
me
daughter.
why they don't now behave well.
No, I've been through something. You two must
I'm
go through
telling
it.
no,
You do that kind of thing.
women do that. Women don't support women.
Please don't speak on behalf of women.
Yeah, sorry.
I want to come
Fine.
to hear me. I know I've been hampering on like, are you going to? But what do you think?
But there's still some mother-in-laws that will disrespect the husband too.
Yeah, sure.
If it comes down to
If the
it.
guy no get money, they go.
They will
Maybe
rubbish
that
you and your
money-
wife.
Pour spit on his eye.
I pour you speak.
Sweet. So I just feel we should educate our parents more from both sides. Me as a guy, I'll try to let my own. Okay, let me speak from my own angle. I don't think my mother is going to be a very bad. I don't think she's a bad mother.
Everybody doesn't think their mother is a bad woman. Everybody does.
He knows.
She's a very calm person.
Who knows?
He knows. Why?
She's not
Yemi
someone
knows.
that will give my wife or maybe my siblings' wife partner.
There are some mothers like that.
Yeah.
I think so. My mom too. My mom's
Jide's
very
mom
nice.
too.
Thank you. And yes,
My mom too. She's
my
very
mom
sweet.
is the sweetest.
My mom is actually the sweetest.
So now imagine if your mom is sweet, his mom, whose mother is bad?
Somebody's mother.
Some are just natural. Some mother-in-laws are just naturally troublemakers.
Like,
Yes.
Or
that
based
is
off
so
of
true.
trauma,
No,
things
that is
they've
so
gone
true.
through.
Some
that is not my
mother-in-laws.
business. If you've gone to trauma, why are you bringing it
Honest,
to me?
some
Like,
mother-in-laws. Let me not talk.
Because there's this saying, they say, fools, we have older people that
Yeah, fools. Yeah, fools grow
Grow
old
too.
too.
Yeah, they do
so-
grow. But you guys,
Some people falls in that category.
yeah.
Their parents, their in-laws, their friends to our parents.
Oh yeah.
Bad, So,
But you guys want to know what I personally believe? I believe that if I get with someone and your mother is a witch or anything, it doesn't really bother me.
Wait, which? You said which? Yeah, so how do you know someone
Witch
is a
and
witch?
winch is different.
How do you know someone is a witch? Seriously.
Like, maybe she's just
you
like,
need to fly before you can.
I get that.
she flies at night.
But witchcraft,
I've met
I
some
think
people
the
that
Bible
think they are
likened
witches.
is it stubbornness to witchcraft?
Yes, no.
So I'm stubborn. Am I a wizard?
You could be.
You could be.
I don't think I
Yeah,
am.
no,
I don't.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
fly.
If your heart is dark, you're evil.
My heart is not dark now.
I'm saying if.
My heart is not dark in Jesus' name. Don't stress.
Anyways, as I was saying, if I get with someone and your mom is badly behaved, I would not be bothered by it. Or she's rude and something. Because I feel like she would only be rude to me if you allow it.
That is what
If
I
you make her
said.
think that it's
That's what I
okay to
said.
talk to me that way,
Some men will allow it to.
and then I have the problem with you. If your mom does anything to me, I'm not going to say, hey, mommy, that video, the way she was, I'll go and meet my significant other. Oga, why does your mom feel like this is okay to do? And I'll be expecting an apology from your mother.
A man should be.
Yes, you
a
should tell
Nigerian man.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
hold on.
realistic.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait, let me. I
She
would say.
shouldn't talk to me that way.
Can I say something?
Jide.
Okay. Now, I totally agree that the man should, put the mother in her place.
Yes.
Yes, you should go to, like that video, should go to his mom, go and meet his mom later and tell her, look, you will not talk to my wife this
that
way
way.
The
again.
woman will start crying.
Let her cry. To be honest, no, let her cry.
Emotional blackmail.
Don't be a weak man.
Don't be a weak man.
So is that meaning that strength to correct her. You tell her, this is me being a man. And you're a woman, even though you're my mother.
They will
you're
just
also
draw a
woman.
conclusion.
So
Ah,
I'm
he has
telling
chopped vegetable.
and yes, in time they will realize
should.
that. Wait,
Yes, you should have
with
stopped
time
vegetable.
they'll realize that it's not vegetable. She will even pray that her daughter should marry a man like her son that can
It means
stand
that
up
you've
for his
raised your
wife.
son well.
So because you also have a daughter, you have to be able to point things out. You understand?
Yes,
Like you
now.
also have a daughter, and if if her husband is being controlled by her mom, would you like that? So you won't talk to my wife this way. She will not talk to you in a disrespectful manner. I promise you that. But say you see where you said the mother-in-law should apologize.
She should apologize.
It is not that one. Wait, listen.
The poor girl.
Yeah, I mean, we're Nigerians.
No.
We don't know what trauma is.
Yeah?
Are you traumatized?
Oh my God.
I know what you're saying. There was one time I said, I think
through.
every Nigerian needs therapy.
Yes, but don't add to my issues.
But hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on a second. The mother-in-law will not apologize. This is Nigeria, to your law. It is going to be hard for the man. When the guy has already put his foot on the ground, like, Mom, you're not going to do this anymore.
Okay. So what is their relationship going to be going forward?
They will sort it out.
Why should she not apologize? Give me one good reason.
Okay.
That is not you are older than me and you are old enough to be my mother or you are my husband's mother.
Okay.
Any reason outside that, give me one good reason why she shouldn't apologize.
Yeah. All right. One good reason is you guys should stop watching all these American movies.
see diplomatic answer.
No, now it's there. Sometimes there's no one way to fix something. You have to go about it sometime.
No, you guys are ignoring the problem. You do realize that this is the mother of your grandchildren.
There's an emotional connection,
me.
and there's an emotional connection between this boy and his mother.
My
brought
kids.
him up.
My kids to have.
Listen, like already someone that went to his mom and said, you will not talk to my wife this way again. Don't ever do that anymore. You will respect my wife. No matter what. I won't take it from you. And the next time you do something like this, you're no longer welcome in our house.
A Nigerian man will not tell his mother.
He will not say that.
You've not met some men.
Nigerian man
will not say that.
I would absolutely.
On behalf of Nigerian men.
I'm married and I would absolutely say it.
So you tell your mom.
If you have any chance to speak with my mom, you can confirm.
He's such a realistic man.
I won't say
that. So is it not better for her to apologize so that the relationship can be mended and we can when your mother sees you like that, you understand? When you meet your mom, like, look, what happened in the house? I don't like it. You don't like it, or she did wrong.
No, listen,
she was wrong.
I'm getting somewhere. You will even let me talk. Don't bolawa hard. Do my own conversation. Now, I don't like it.
We are all having a conversation.
It's wrong, right?
Yes.
You will not disrespect my wife like that. If you disrespect my wife, you're disrespecting me. This is my home now. This is my house, and I'm a man.
I'm a man. We know.
I'm a man.
See,
I think this goes deeper than we think. Because for me as a woman, I know I'm raising a girl child, but every time maybe I'm trying to love up on my daughter and she said, "Mommy, stop." I'll back off. I'll say, "You don't like it?" "Yes." And I will immediately say, "I'm sorry." And what that tells me is, if there is a son-in-law that I have been rude to and she say, "Mom, you cannot talk to my husband like that. You need to apologize," I would not have a problem saying, "I am sorry."
Thank you very much.
Yes, but I mean, you're not in that position yet. So it will be hard for me to believe what you're saying.
Oh my God.
No, I'm saying, like, for instance, now, when, my son grows up, my daughter, she's getting married to this guy, and then I'm going to say something, I'm sure. Then my daughter will be like, "You have to apologize to my husband." I was just start laughing like, "You're very funny."
Do you not think that's like bad behavior? Yes. You should apologize when you're wrong, regardless of the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. But I won't apologize directly. So I'll probably buy him a drink or something and invite him over.
Jide is the king of deflecting.
Honestly.
I'll just buy him a drink guy, And guys, if you know real G's, right?
Is a
when
lie.
you buy your guy a
guy,
drink,
he's your
that is, I'm
son-in-law.
sorry,
He's basically your son.
is he a transgender? He's a guy now.
No,
He's
see,
not your
the thing
guy. He's not
is,
your friend.
Jide
can
would
be.
be those father-in-laws that will say, so you may actually go and apologize to your husband. Oh yeah,
Come on,
you know,
everybody.
come on, Dobale.
Oh,
You
funny
know,
go.
with
Bí
their
ọkọ ẹ lórí
dresses.
phone tẹ́ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Hello, ń gbọ́ wọ́n ní apologize here. Hello, come and see me tomorrow. We'll talk about it. And when he gets there, there's drink, alcohol,
Is it?
preferably.
He's an alcoholic. In case you guys
Sometimes,
don't
once,
know.
like once
Let
every
me come
6
to
months.
Yemi. Let me come to you because DJ has completely derailed. Yemi, would you be the kind of son-in-law that would go, Mom, please,
apologize.
Shalewa does not like what you said earlier. Please, can you please apologize to her?
Well, in that kind of situation,
Be realistic. You know your mother.
Yeah. If I find my mom faulty in any way, and I'll talk to her, there's a way I'm going to talk to her, and she will listen. Why
Do
not?
you think she will apologize?
My mom will apologize.
Please, I'm trying to learn. How would you tell your mother to apologize
Please
to your wife?
teach
If my mom is,
I want to learn now. What is?
Please
I don't.
learn.
I don't know everything now.
Century. These are not the way things are used to.
All right, listen, hold on. I'm your mom. Talk to me. I'm upset, and your wife is upset. Tell me that I'm wrong, and I want to
I'll
apologize.
calm both parties down.
Me,
No.
mommy.
In this scenario,
Me, mommy.
I'm sorry. In
Me,
this
mommy.
scenario,
Me, mommy.
Now you're not my mom.
But okay, you know what? Bolawa is your mom. Bolawa is
Thank
your mom.
you.
No, this, and I'm the
Thank
one
you.
reflecting. I'll be reflecting. I'll go reflecting. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be easy.
nobody said it's going to be easy, but you should
Another
find
thing
a way
again,
to
it
do
depends
it.
on the relationship you have
With your mom.
too.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
should be able to call your mom to order.
And tell her, mommy,
Yes,
apologize.
call to order. Good. Apologize is going to be a little tricky. Like, mom, I really think you should apologize to my wife.
So what's wrong? What's so hard in saying that?
Yes, I can say that to my mother.
Are you a mommy's boy?
Obviously.
I mean, I can be a lot of things. I can be a mommy's boy.
No,
and still
yes
be
or
a
no?
man and
Yes
still be-
or no? Are you a mommy's boy?
Obviously.
Yes or no?
Who is yes
deflecting.
or no? Who is yes or no?
Okay, I think we've
Why are
come
you
to
worried?
the end.
Why
of
are you
this
worrying?
Very exciting episode, and what we've come to conclusion about, what we can all collectively agree on, is that Jide is a mommy's boy.
There's no shame in that. But what?
Yes, actually, there's no shame in that. But you
So
need to.
all mother-in-laws are witches, Abi?
No.
No, my mom is not a witch. She's a very nice woman.
Your mom. My mom too is a very nice woman.
Yemi's mom is also very nice. I believe Yemi. I believe Yemi because Yemi can tell his mom to apologize. So I believe Yemi.
I can tell my mom that she's done something wrong, and we can talk about it later.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Before I wasn't going to tell her to apologize.
I wasn't gonna. I'm still not gonna tell her to apologize directly. I'll just tell her she's done.
Just for peace to reign.
This woman is raising your grandkids.
Yes,
you don't want to
okay.
be on good terms with
I
her.
want to.
No, your mom does she not want to be on good terms with you?
If
She
I
want
tell her
raise
to.
you.
she doesn't want to apologize, that's a different thing.
But you need to tell her first.
Well,
Tell her first. Mommy got she ò dá. Ẹ lọ sọ fún kó má bínú. Say la.
Alright. Okay. Okay.
Guys, this was a very fun episode, and I told you guys that Jide is a very troublesome man, but you didn't believe me. Anyway, this has been very educative, and seeing the both sides of both conversations has been very enlightening. We've come to the end of the show, and I want to say a big thank you to my amazing guest, Taya Baby.
Thank you so much. I had
My
a
modella.
wonderful time. And let me just say in closing, like, you are first a human being before you are anybody's in-law. So carry yourself as such.
It's been nice. Jide, thank you so much for coming.
I mean, my pleasure.
Troublemaker.
Can I say something?
Mommy's boy, project supervisor.
It's actually okay to tell your mom to apologize to your wife.
We've gotten somewhere.
I know,
Hallelujah.
honestly, it is. It's okay. But you just, have to find that balance.
Yeah.
I'm all about balance. You understand? Also, the wives should try to lovingly educate the mother-in-laws about how things are now.
Yoruba will say, "Oh, sorrow, Sibajo, sorrow saying," but
I
okay.
didn't sorrow saying,
Okay.
I've already said, yeah, I would absolutely, no, I would like, honestly, I think I'm going to even try that if anything arises.
Oh, you learned something from this episode?
Oh, yes, I always love to learn. So I would, it would be funny. I would just,
It's okay.
hello, Beno.
Oh, Tito.
Fine. Hello, Beno.
White Pig, thank you so much for coming. We really enjoyed your wise nuggets that you were just dropping. Like, yes, you should apologize. Diplomatic. I like that. Thank you so much for coming. It was really nice to have you share. And we've come to the end of this amazing episode. You can follow the conversation across all social media platforms at iRavel Studios on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. I remain your host, Omobolawa Olawore, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
In for a beautiful ride in the red room. All your doubts you feel, we cater to. We dot all the I's, cross all the T's. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, we'll take you on a journey. Everybody, let's go. You better speak your mind.